Hi, this is Christopher Walken, and today is the best of the Dean Blundell Show. Your grandfather wanted you to have the best of today, so your grandfather carried this show in the only place it would fit, in his ass, for 25 years. It smells like shit. So here it is, the best of the Dean Blundell Show.
102.1 The Edge.
Pow.
Hi, The Edge.
Good morning.
Hey, Jack. How are you?
Good. Yeah, that's a good time. I had the Easter Hello Kitty come by and bring some candy for the children.
No, it's an Easter bunny, not the Easter Hello Kitty.
No, it's Scarborough Markham area's Hello Kitty. Number one.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but today I have holiday, so I have to stay home, do laundries, do cleaning. Underwears is no good.
What's no good about the underwears?
I don't like the fold the wife underwear. It's a big one, and I don't like it.
You don't like to fold your wife's underwear because they're too big?
Yeah, it's a big. I get my son Aiden to do it.
You get your son Aiden to fold your wife's underpants because they're too big?
It's too big, yeah.
I love the Celtic names you have for your family.
Well, it's the culture of Canada, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Got to fit in like.
So what are you doing? So you're not working today?
No, holiday, you know, it's, take it easy, do housework. It's more work than going to work, though.
Why is that? Oh, because you got to fold those massive panties that belong to your wife.
I got to do honey's do list. Not honey's do bubble tea, but honey's do list.
Oh, honey do.
Honey do this, honey do that.
Honey's do list.
It's crazy, yeah. I'd rather be at work, you know, or go to work with my cousin Jerry. It's better. It's relaxing, you know.
Yeah,
that truck. What's it called again?
Yeah, you and Jerry deliver stuff, right?
No, my cousin Jerry do is a big truck, but I just honk the horn. Sometimes it's funny.
You honk the horn sometimes? It's funny.
People look at us, they can't believe their eyes ball, and it's like, oh my God, this guy is driving a big truck.
They can't believe their eyes ball.
Brought up the point quietly, man.
Your eyes ball.
Very good driver.
Yeah,
no, what do you get paid? What do you get paid to do?
To transport. Oh, me or my cousin?
No, you.
Oh, I do is a Chinese food delivery, Peking Garden.
Peking Garden.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good money. It's nice tipping sometimes, but not all the time, you know.
Who tips the worst?
I don't know if I should discuss it on the radio, but, you know, it's Kingston Road.
Kingston Road.
Oh, so subtle.
Morningside area, you know.
Okay, well,
He just says.
Gotta be parade.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, well, dude, it's been great. What?
The truck driving this Bobra's Pro is pretty cool, but I don't know if I can. Just 18 speeds in the truck is hard to drive. It's confusing, but
Yeah, there's a lot of. All right, well, listen, it was nice catching up with you.
Okay, thanks. Oh, can I ask? Derek, is his name Derek? He's got the haircuts.
Oh, the haircut.
He shaved.
Yeah,
last week. We shaved him.
Oh, you get any action this weekend?
No, come on,
Yeah,
that was
Derek,
a
you
family.
get something there or what?
Like some poontang?
Punani is it called?
Poonanis?
Yeah.
No.
Is that what he said? Did he call them
Poonanis.
What do you call it, Jack?
Well, they say punanis.
Yes, they do.
Do you get punanis, you know?
Ask him. Ask him.
Derek,
Yes.
you go to get punanis with a nice haircut now? Or?
Of course, referring to his body trimming with a dog groomer.
This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The
Is
Edge.
that movie really out of focus? Did that actor really not have a face? No!
It's the Blind Movie Reviewer.
No Derek anymore. It's Uncle D. Good morning, Uncle D.
Oh, you guys are great.
What's up, you old coot?
This is the funniest show on radio.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm here to review a movie I went and saw. Now, it's called War Horse.
War horse.
Yeah, and it started off as a War Horse book.
Yeah.
Then they turned it into a War Horse play.
Yeah.
Where they have puppets.
Oh.
The War Horrors are represented by puppets.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's coming back to Toronto soon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, now there's a Technicolor War Horrors movie. Now, what happens in the is that there's a little hobbit named Albie, and he's a hobbit, near as I can tell. Well, listen to this clip. Tell me this isn't a hobbit. Listen.
He won't obey anyone else. Not any good in the war neither. He shies at every sound.
I'm sorry.
What Joe's going, I'm going too. I'm volunteering.
I see. What's your name, lad?
Albert, sir.
And how old are you,
19,
Albert?
sir.
Is that the truth?
No, sir, but I look 19 and I'm bigger than most 19-year-olds and I'm strong, sir, and I'm not afraid of
I
anything.
don't doubt your qualifications, Albert.
That's a hobbit.
No,
Yeah.
he's Irish, dude.
Oh, it sounds like
No,
Samwise.
he's from Devonshire in England. He's a hobbit. He's from the Shire.
That's called the Shire, not Devonshire.
Oh,
all right. He's
whatever.
a hobbit. There you
so
go.
anyway, he gets this hobbit gets the whores.
Yeah.
And no one thinks that he can teach the whores to do anything. And he teaches the whores how to plow everything. He's plowing everything, much to the chagrin of everybody. So the Great War comes along, and the army comes and collects all the whores to take them over to the front in France.
Well, that's human shield.
Yeah, I thought there was enough whores in France anyway, but they needed more.
Those French whore.
Yeah, so what happens is the Germans get a hold of the war whores.
Oh.
And then they hide them in a windmill. And then a French grandfather and his granddaughter find the war whores, and the granddaughter falls in love.
With a horse?
Yeah.
Whores.
And then the Germans get the war whores back.
Oh, man, there's switching
And then
hands.
the Hobbit gets the whores back at the end. Spoiler alert. Oh, I did that wrong again.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that at the beginning.
At the beginning,
Yeah,
don't I?
because-
I always do that wrong, don't I? Say, incidentally, would you like to hear my top 4 war whores?
Yeah.
All right, top 4 war whores. Number 4. She's a Japanese gal named Haruhito. The reputation with her is she won't do what you want until you drop a couple of bombs on her. I don't even know what that means. But that's the reputation. Number 3 are my top 4 war whores.
Number 3.
Italian gal Mussolini. Confusing because halfway through your time with her, she switches sides on you. Number 2 of my top 4 whores, Ava Hitler.
Ava Hitler.
Oh yeah, she would go into places she shouldn't, and you'd say don't, and then she'd say sorry, and you say that's okay as long as you don't go in any further. And then she does. What a whore. And drum roll, please. My number 1 top 4 war whores. Mother Nature. You whore. You made it so moist and muddy for those boys back in the Great War. They had to fight in the muck the whole time. You whore, Mother Nature. Now, I want to take a moment because it's a little known fact that in order to win the Great War, over 1 million war whores died. Pulling the giant guns and being ridden by those soldiers for 4 years takes its toll on you. And I thought maybe if just for a second we could just take a moment of silence for the war whores. So.
Yeah.
Uncle D.
What? Am I turn to right? What were we talking about?
Nothing.
We're talking about war
whores.
What an awful movie.
Really?
To get through it was exhausting. I was more tired at the end of that film than I was after I had that unholy 3-way with Hal and Joanne from Body Break. My body broke. But I'm going to rate this movie now. War Horse gets 2.4 blurries out of 5.
Yeah.
And that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
It's the Blind Movie Reviewer. The best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Now, Sarah, tell me, first of all, what is it? You go to BDSM parties? Is it what you say, BDSM clubs? They have these? And this is bondage. something and sadomasochism, right?
Bondage, domination, sadomasochism.
Which includes what? The scope.
Well, the bondage, I'm more of a kinkster as opposed to the dominant submission. That's more of a type of relationship where somebody is in a dominant role.
Yeah.
And
that's what the book's really about.
That's what the book is actually about, because the main male character is more into a dominant submission relationship, and the character is more of a kinkster.
By the way, in the book, they sign a non-disclosure agreement to make sure that he can do all this stuff with her.
But that's also another important point. There was a case last year in Ontario where somebody defended an assault that they were playing, and she called out her safe word, which was cabbage or rutabaga. You call something that's absolutely ridiculous that you would never yell out in sex, or you do the basic, red, yellow, or green.
You know what my safe word is? It's spumoni.
Sure, anything works.
Much like in the movie Tropic Thunder, or no, what is it called? The Will Ferrell Semi-Pro.
Yeah.
It was a safe word for the bear that was attacking him was spumoni.
You know what would be a bad safe word or
What's
safe
that?
words for you?
Keep going!
No, do it. Because that'd be bad. Just keep doing it.
Do it.
No, that's my safe word, I swear.
Yeah.
Do it.
So you have to have a safe word to start with all this BDSM stuff, and when stuff starts to hurt or you're not enjoying yourself anymore, you scream spumoni or cabbage or whatever.
Well, something like that, but that also brings in the point of
Which,
the
by
contract.
the way, totally drills the mood if someone screams cabbage in the middle of it.
Unless you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, you want some cabbage, eh?
Cucumber!
All right, on the way.
Well, the joke is always that the safe word is harder.
Harder. No. Harder with an X-Acto knife. No, I'm just joking. So let's get back to what BDSM really is. And so you're tying up. This is something you're into, suspension and tying people up?
Yes.
And do you like being tied up?
I like being tied up.
Is it erotic?
It's fun. I like not being able to move. Certain things, like I'm not into beating the crap out of me, but
Good. But you like the fact that your hands be tied behind your back and you're just suspended in air and your legs are doing some weird position.
And people kind of touch you nicely in different places. Is that it?
Things like that. And I mean, there is light hitting. If you do hit on the same spot over
Show
and
us
over.
on Todd. Show us on Todd how light the hitting is. Todd, turn around.
I don't want to part.
Give her. Yeah, right. Like how hard? Like
you got to build it up a little bit.
Okay, careful of the nards so they
well,
hang
just
low.
pretend. Just pretend you guys have had some killer foreplay, okay, Sarah?
Seriously, careful.
Okay, so you get hands on the. Oh yeah.
Just careful of the nards.
Okay.
I'm actually scared right now.
No, don't be afraid.
Okay.
No, I want to hear her do some talk. Shh. Just get spanked. Just get. There's nothing wrong. Yeah. Oh, she's rubbing your back. How does that feel?
Oh, yeah, actually.
Hard, you big baby.
How's that one?
Both cheeks.
Well, see, now what you've done there is, Sarah, come on over. That was nice. What you did there is you started with like a little nice back rub, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But then you hit him in the
Felt
tush.
like a bad boy. I like that.
It's the surprise of it. And I mean, when you do build it up on the same spot, it's the marks the next day and the reminder and the rush that you get after it, which, even though the writing is absolutely terrible in 50 Shades of Grey, the author makes a point of mentioning it, how she feels the next day and the endorphins. It's a natural high that you get. You don't need to do other stuff.
I'm getting a natural high.
So let me ask you then. You said it's the surprise of it. When you're rubbing someone's back and all of a sudden, bang, they get you. Have you ever surprised someone with like a shiv or like a shank or like a knife?
My preference is a flogger.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. So what is this flogger? Because they talk about that in the book and they described it.
Oh, I should have brought one. I didn't think of it. A flogger.
It's a little stick with a
Hey.
It's a less scary cat of nine tails.
Right.
That's not. Well, I missed that.
Like that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, it's a cat and nine tails.
Basically.
That's small version.
And you put like a glass on the end of it, or
No, the ones I've used are rubber. The one that's mentioned in the book has beads. It's like a handle with a whole bunch of falls. It's usually leather. The one in the book describes having beads.
Looks like a horsetail, dude.
Like a pom pom. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Only you hit people in the crotch with it.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you do?
I think the crotch is a bit of a red zone, if you ask me.
Good for you.
Yeah, especially like once every 26 days. So let's get to what you're doing with the book then. Has it enabled people? Do you think it's brought BDSM into because a lot of women that I've talked to on the phone and other people I talked to that read the book, they love the fact that it's opened up their world a little bit, sexual world.
I think that the author did a very good job, despite the horrible writing, of being able to. It's awful writing.
It was written for women.
When you got Gilbert Gottfried and Uncle D reading it too, it certainly brings it down.
Holy cow! Are you saying that didn't turn you on when Uncle D read it? No?
I'm very sorry, Uncle D, but no.
You're the one with the problem. The whores love it.
In a parallel universe, it would be the worst of the Dean Blundell Show. But fortunately, we're on this side, where it's the best of the Dean Blundell Show. The best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on The Edge.
Oh, yeah, baby. Hey, if you're going to assault somebody, don't post on Facebook that you think you got away with it. People really are stupid.
Oh, they're dumb.
Guy's on trial for telling a friend on Facebook he's, quote, getting away with it. 21-year-old facing jail for assaulting his friend's father blew his case after posting a message on Facebook saying, I'm going to get away with this.
You're so stupid.
Yeah, dummy. Michael Ruse and Terry Reeve, both from New Hampshire, charged with beating up Reeve's dad with a baseball bat and baton.
Wow.
While awaiting a decision on his trial, Ruse wrote in a reply to a friend's Facebook message asking how it was going. He said, quote, yeah, I think I'm going to get away with it. LOL. Roll on the floor, laugh my ass off. An anonymous observer of the exchange printed it out and took it to the court. Ruse promptly changed his plea to guilty in front of the judge. Now he's going to jail for 7 years.
Yeah. First, he did it on his cell phone on the Facebook page first.
Yeah. If you're going to update it from prison, trust me, your cellmate won't let you get away with it.
Ow, this hurts. His next update.
I wished I was dead for what just happened to me.
Rolling on the floor,
in extreme pain. Rolling on the floor with a 4th-degree tear. I was wondering if you could put that into an acronym.
Yeah, you can. It's called
Ow, son of a bitch. That's a spicy meatball. Fisherman in Florida is being commended after giving a fellow angler a hand. Oh, it's a good little story. Fish pulled feisty fish. Guy, his name's Jack Wiseman. He's in a fishing derby, right? And he's reeling this sucker in, reeling it in. Couldn't reel it in, which he ended up pulling his rod so hard he pulled his prosthetic arm off and he swam away.
No way.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding.
I'm not kidding you. Took off. That's it. It gets awesome, though.
Okay.
Another competitor snagged the same fish and caught it with the prosthetic in his mouth.
No way. Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Fish like, this is the biggest worm ever.
Do you remember the story where the two guys were at the fishing derbies like 3-4 years ago? I think we got in trouble for it. And two guys fell in.
Yeah.
And then they died. And then 2 anglers caught them.
Yeah.
And like they should have won.
They won
yeah.
Weighs the most.
240 pounds. What kind of fish is it? It's Bill. You kidding me? Yeah. Those are Edgefiles for whatever the hell day it is in July, the year 2012.
The Edgefiles on 102.1 The Edge.
The biggest and the best. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on The Edge.
Time for what happened. Oh. Hi, The Edge.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's Danny.
What's up, baby doll?
Just calling for what happened.
Yeah.
It was...
Hey, what happened?
What happened?
Hey, what happened?
What is it you can't face? Boom goes the dynamite.
Go ahead.
All right. It was really hot outside, so I was...
It's crazy.
Sleeping without any PJs or anything like that on.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were.
So dirty, we know it.
You're good girl. Sleeping naked. Naked.
So I woke up all of a sudden in the night. I didn't know why I woke up or anything like that. And all of a sudden, I felt really, really itchy down in my
region.
Yes. And I didn't know why, so I tried to go back to bed. I was like, oh, whatever. All of a sudden, I looked down because the itch wasn't going away, and my labia was the size of a softball.
Wow, all of a sudden. Yeah. Is this what you said?
What the happened? Pretty much. I started freaking out. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And I'm like really small, so like the size of a softball is huge compared to the size of me.
Nice.
And it turns out that it was a freaking spider that bit me, and I have an allergic reaction to spider bites, and I had to go to the doctor and show him.
That spider's the man.
Yeah.
Guys, guess what I just did?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at me.
This is the best place to bite for sure. Hi, The Edge.
The Edge?
Yeah, it is. What's your name?
Yes, Katie.
Hey, Katie. How are you?
All right, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Hey, what happened?
What happened?
Hey, what happened?
What the happened?
It's crazy.
So I took a guy back to my place with me.
Yeah, you did.
Where are you from?
Toronto.
Yeah, okay.
And not been with anybody for a long time. We're making out, and he decides he's going to tell me that there's something special about him. I told he said, you know what, I'm just going to show you. And I said, whoa, before you go and show me, I think you should just tell me, ease me into this one. Anyways, he takes off his shirt, and he has 4 nipples.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. That deserves 2. That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That is special.
Like a mother dog. Did you milk him?
I did not.
Did you boot him out, or were you grossed out by it?
Totally grossed out.
So that was enough for you.
Oh,
that was it.
I like chicks that are a little bit fickle too.
I seen a girl with 2 on one on like 3 one day.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
No, you didn't seen a girl.
I've said it as a joke.
Oh,
on Total Recall?
No, I actually saw it. Like in the day, I was saying, in the day, I seen it.
Oh, I saw it. Sorry, I wasn't going to let you get away. It was
No,
terrible
of
grammar.
course, dude, of course I'm being an idiot.
I seen this guy. I couldn't believe you just said that.
No,
I was going to fire you.
I put on the accent. You didn't even hear.
Oh, sorry.
But it was like really mean. It was at like a party.
Yeah.
It was so mean, dude.
Dude, that happened to me one
We're
girl
all like 20.
Yeah.
And we're all like encouraging, when you do stupid things, you're in college. It shows your boobs. And there's like 20 of us there, so a couple girls are doing it, and the other one's like, no. We're like, why? What could be wrong? It shows your boobies. Like, whatever. So she did it, and everyone's drunk. Like, we're so mean. I feel so bad.
I remember like 17, 18 fooling around, and girl had just the one nipple. I told you the story.
Yeah, of course.
I went running out of the room going, oh, Shannon's only got one nipple.
To everyone.
The whole place, boy, the grade 12 was not kind to her.
No. I've been through it too, though, once.
You had the one nipple?
No, just like embarrassed.
Yeah,
So
because your
it's
small
all right.
penis.
Yeah, it's
Hi, The Edge.
Hi, is this what happened?
Yeah, what's your name?
It's Steph.
Hey, what happened?
What the happened? I cut my vajayjay snowboarding up at Blue Mountain because I fell on my bindings. So I kind of had like 3 lips until I went to the hospital and got it all sewed up. But I ate my McDonald's before I drove home from Blue Mountain, and then my boyfriend's mom wanted to look at it to see how bad it was, and I was like, there's no way she's looking at it. So I finished my McDonald's, and then my boyfriend looked at it for me, and we decided that it was a really deep cut, so I had to go to the hospital and get it fixed up there.
What'd you get at McDonald's?
I got like a Big Mac.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then
Hey, your Big Mac, if you turn it sideways, it look like your thing, too.
It's got the 3 pieces of bread.
The stitches are supposed to be like biodegradable too, but they didn't like disappear, so I had to go to the doctor's for the first time. And it's like, hi, nice to meet you. Can you pull some stitches out of my vajayjay? So it's kind of awkward.
You win. Yeah.
You're a winner on the
I tell you what.
Show.
Had you not included the part about, so then we went to McDonald's?
The Dean Blundell Show. The best of the Dean Blundell Show on the Edge.
Your life is full of sorrow. Y'all listen up. This chick sees tomorrow. Psychic Nikki on the Dean Blundell Show.
It's the queen, y'all.
It's Psychic Nikki.
This is
What are you saying? What
right.
What did you say?
I said Dr. D.
Been calling me Dr. D.
Why
ever
is she
since.
calling you
Yes.
Dr. D?
I don't know.
Dr. D.
I like that name, Dr. D.
Dr. D.
I think she thinks it's Uncle D. She forgot.
Uncle D.
Yeah.
We old people, you know.
That makes sense.
Gotta take our vitamin D.
Yeah, that's coming. It's all on the same page now. I tell you. What do you want to do first? I don't care. We whatever. Go ahead. What do you
Whatever,
want to do first?
Dean. Well, anyway, I predicted a cannonball. Or cannonball. Yeah, like cannonball, right?
Cannibal or
no
cannonball?
one said anything.
A cannonball.
I see a cannonball.
Eating
Cannonball?
people.
I got a
eating people.
cannibal.
Cannibal, like eating people.
Yeah, in the U.S. So
I see a cannonball
a
eating
cannibal.
people.
Cannibal.
It's quite a cannonball.
Pac-Man.
I see them shooting cannibals out of cannons.
Okay, now
And people and cannonballs eating people.
how do you pronounce it? Cannibal?
Whatever you like.
Yeah, cannibal.
Yeah.
Like,
Cannonball.
I
At this
see
point,
like
Here's how you pronounce it. You ready?
Yes.
Dementia.
No, I don't think so. That's not for me.
I see a cannonball.
It doesn't-
Cannonball? Cannonball, right? It's cannonball. I know.
No, cannonball.
And it's going to eat people.
Cannonball, whatever the hell. A
No, it's
man's
gonna
going to eat people.
Seltzer or salsa?
Seltzer water.
Salsa or salsa?
What was I talking about?
There's going to be...
Someone crapped my pants.
Now, there's going to be a U.S. politician who becomes a missionary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kennedy Airport, I'm getting these terrible dreams about Kennedy Airport,
Okay.
and I see danger there. And I do see a plane crashing into a control tower. That's not good.
Good aim.
Now, I said there would be the first full
Yeah, I imagine
face
it'd be hard to do.
transplant.
Yeah.
Like I was impressed when they crashed into the World Trade Center. Like
Yeah.
that is some flying to be able to hit those things with that thing.
Now-
but if you can take out a control tower, that's even smaller.
Oh, yeah.
That is impressive.
That's even worse.
Yep.
Now, I'm getting, like I said, there would be...
It's not worse. I don't know if it's even worse.
You guys are mixing me up today.
Yeah, right.
Why is it even worse? I don't know if there will be thousands of people die in the small control tower. I mean, it won't be great, but I don't think it's...
But none of the other planes could land.
You know what? I
I don't think it's worse than one of the worst terrorist attacks of all time.
Listen.
That could kill like 4 people. Are you serious?
He might spill his coffee on the guy in Top Gun.
What a travesty. What a travesty.
Maverick.
Okay, guys, you know what? I see
What?
3 Ds. D, dementia, sane.
You see, you're not talking right now, so you're getting mad at us.
Oh, okay.
That's right, isn't it?
Probably.
Okay.
Okay, now I see 2 90-year-old twins running a marathon.
That's awesome.
You're talking about your boobs.
What else?
Yes, coming. Now,
them 3
also,
weeks to
doctors
finish
are going to
it.
go on strike.
Doctors are going on strike?
Yeah, I see a new microwave oven. It makes food in 12 seconds.
Wow.
So you put your finger in there, put the food in there, and it comes out.
Hey,
Yeah.
they call it the Rob Fordinator.
Which brings me to my next prediction.
Good.
Oh,
Now,
how
I
weird's
see,
that?
Well, I see the largest fat person in the world exploding.
Spontaneous combustion.
I want to be on hand for that. That was a great one.
I want to be.
And she starts talking about Rob Ford.
Oh, I didn't mean anything against Rob Ford. I didn't mean it
I
against
see
him.
Rob eating so much he explodes.
No, I didn't mean it against him.
He's like a rat.
Look, Dean, everybody deserves a hamburger, okay?
Everything's.
I swear, I'm feeling a little bit of pressure right now. My stomach feels a lot of pressure right now. Almost like
Just a minute. He deserves to have a hamburger once in a while, okay?
I think it just exploded.
Why is my head still talking? It's weird.
I wasn't referring to Rob Ford. I was referring to the...
No, we were.
Hey, put me on the scale now. I'm on like 8 pounds.
I lost 350 pounds in 5 seconds. I won. Suck it, Doug. Suck it. Cut the waist down. Cut off everything below my head.
Explode everything. Explode everything challenge.
I think...
Hey, you want to find my penis? There it is.
Oh, forget it. I don't even know what it looks like. I haven't seen it since I was 9.
There it is, stuck to the wall. I saw it for the first time.
Not bad. Looks like a little cocktail wiener. Makes me hungry. Feed my head. Feed my head. Feed my head.
Put that on the scale. I bet you it's like 20 pounds.
Oh my God, I do bleed grapes.
Check this out. The guys are on vacation, but you're still hearing them. Trippy, huh? I'll bet they'd be pissed if they knew. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on The Edge.
Doobie. Marriage proposal in Indiana concluded with a guy dying Wednesday. I think he got brought back to life, too, to be honest with you. It's too bad. That's probably what he said when he woke up. Man, I was trying. Hot air balloon carrying the future bride and groom hit a power line and knocked the pilot unconscious. The proposition was looking for a happy ending. It happened in Sellersburg, Indiana. He's like, baby, I love you so much. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Will you marry me? The second she said yes, they hit the power lines and plummeted to the ground about 250 feet. Awesome.
And dude died? Is he dead? I don't get it.
Yeah, he died, and then they brought him back to life. Dallas Beal, who owns a jewelry store in Louisville, boosted the balloon and tried to land it again. That's when he hit the wires. The basket holding the loving passengers made contact with some power lines. An electric shock knocked the guy out, who then fell onto the bride-to-be, giving her an electric jolt as well as they hit the power lines. Oh. And that's when she fell on the groom and zapped him, and then everybody passed out and the balloon hit the ground.
It's like a human vibrator.
Apparently, paramedics on the ground gave the groom CPR, brought him back to life as well. It's all good. You know what he's thinking now? He's in the hospital. Dang it. So close. Maybe the guy that owned the balloon knew what he was in for, and he said, I'm going to save you the hassle here. That's where we're going. This is bizarre. A guy, crazy.
It's crazy.
Apparently, a guy ate the end of one of those wire barbecue brushes by mistake. 2-inch long metal wire with a little bristle came loose from his grill brush. He nearly died.
Ugh. You thought tinfoil was bad.
Now, this is the excuse he gave the doctors. He said he was cleaning. There was some meat on the brush, so he started eating the meat off the brush, and he accidentally ingested the... I don't know how you do that.
Oh.
He should be dead.
What was the appetizer, like an SOS pad?
I don't know. I have no idea.
And who touches those things anyway? They're so filthy. No one cleans those things.
No,
they're out all the time.
All the time.
They just hang on the barbecue and your old meat.
Yeah.
So insanitary.
Anyway, they removed it, and he's going to live. The doctor said that he's never seen anything like it. I guess not. It's not like you accidentally ate like a bread tie. It's a 2-inch wire barbecue brush. How much of a pig was that guy to not have a clue that he was eating it?
A little meat on here.
Well, there goes the spatula.
And as if it wasn't bad enough being close to 500 pounds in life and death, the woman burnt down the crematorium when they tried to... Yeah, that's nice. Tried to... Weird. 440-pound woman started a fire in an Austrian crematorium by being way too fat. An expert report on the Austria fires revealed that the woman being cremated weighed more than 440 pounds, and her size caused the oven to overheat. The temperature reached 300 degrees Celsius. Officials realized there was a problem when thick black smoke started billowing out of the building. The device was switched off, but apparently all the fat and the chemicals in her body went down into the filter and clogged it.
Oh, no.
And then it started to back up, and fire started going through the place.
Grease fire.
Yeah, it was a huge grease fire.
What a hoss.
Yeah, it's the last memory I have, eh?
I'm sorry.
If that wasn't bad enough, she lit the place on fire after she was dead. Well, I mean, which part of her life do you make fun of?
We couldn't even burn her. We couldn't even burn her. We tried. Clogged everything up, started a fire.
If you can't be burnt, you're very fat.
Yeah.
No kidding.
That's how you know.
Moral of the story,
Well,
kids.
yeah.
You can't be burnt. You're too fat. How are we going to burn you? Jesus. Those are your Edgefiles, whatever the hell day it is, in July, the year 2012.
The Edgefiles on 102.1 The Edge.
This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on The Edge.
You know when you watch those really, really scary movies and you get freaked out, and then at the end of it, like, you can't sleep and you get your pillow, your covers up here, and you're calling your friends at night going, and then after that you wonder, what kind of sick F comes up with that?
100%. How did someone do that? Yeah.
Well, he's here. Oren Peli, everybody.
Hi.
Nice to
doing,
see
man?
you. You are
Good, how are
the
you?
writer, producer of the Paranormal Activity franchise, also new movie Chernobyl Diaries. Tell us about the movie first.
Well, the basic plot is that there's a group of young American kids who go to a trip in Europe, and they decide on a whim to go and visit the town of Pripyat, which is next to Chernobyl. And that's actually a real thing. In the last few years, the radiation levels have gone down enough in Chernobyl that you can actually go there with a guide that knows where to go, and supposedly it's safe enough to be there for short periods of time. So
what?
Why
bother? Supposedly.
And for
It's
short
in the brochure.
periods.
Come for a short period of time.
Well, what they say is that if you're walking around with a Geiger counter, it will actually show a reading that's safe. The one thing that we heard was that may be true, but if you're walking around and you're kicking up some dust, it could be a dust particle that's radioactive, and if you happen to inhale it, it gets lodged in your lungs. That's a bad thing.
That'll get.
But people actually do it. I mean, you can go on websites and schedule a trip and go there. And I went online. That's actually how it all started. I went online and I found all these videos and photo blogs of people who've done it. And I thought this is like so fascinating that there is this. Really, it's like the only place on Earth where you have this big modern ghost town that was evacuated overnight. People didn't even have a chance to take their personal belongings.
So everything's still there.
Yeah, in Time Magazine too. Last year they had like a thing where they showed different, like a school and a hospital and different buildings, and it was creepy. It was honestly like everybody just left.
Exactly, and it's been taken over by nature and wildlife. So there's no other place like it. And I thought, this could be a really great setting for a horror movie.
How many people lived in that town just outside of Chernobyl?
I think it was about 50,000.
And and overnight they took everybody out.
Yeah, they told them right after the nuclear disaster happened. They told them, everyone has to be evacuated. Said, you can come back in a couple of days, and they never let them back in. So that's why they didn't even take any of their belongings.
So now, tell us about what the movie is based on when it comes to Chernobyl Diaries. Obviously, you said 6 kids go to Pripyat, which is just outside of Chernobyl, and then they discover obviously that they're being effed with, right?
Yes. So it starts fairly realistic because people actually do go on these tours, but in this particular case, something goes wrong and they get stuck there and they get stranded. And they supposedly there's no one else there, and it's an abandoned town. And then it's night when they're stuck there, they hear something, a scream or a cry in the middle of the night. Is it human? Is it inhuman? They're not sure, but they know there's something else out there.
Did you have people when you're writing this, and then they hear the screaming, and then you wrote the whole script and everything, and you wrote the movie and the concept? Do you ever write in there, why am I making this guy go and look for that yell and scream? Why am I making him go into the basement? Should I not make him go into the basement and look for the lady that's screaming?
Well, you do have to think about this kind of stuff, and you have to make sure that the characters behave in a way that makes sense, or otherwise people are going to call BS on that.
Yeah.
So you always have to make sure that there's. We try to think like, what would I do in this kind of situation? Can I imagine myself
run like a mother trucker?
And leave, but run where?
Who knows? Away from the screaming.
Now, where did you do the set for this? Because obviously you didn't do it there.
Well, originally we actually did think about shooting there before we knew about the whole dust party. But even if we wanted to, for whatever reason, they didn't let people in. They shut down all the tours through most of 2011. So we had to come up with a different plan. And we found locations in Hungary and Serbia that we managed to double. And our director, Brad Parker, he has a background in visual effects. So he's a genius when it comes to that kind of stuff. So he could see a location and say, that looks kind of close enough, but with CGI we can make it perfect.
And you know what? It's funny too. To make it perfect, they could have just maybe filmed it in Hamilton.
But I think the architecture doesn't look Soviet enough.
I know.
Yeah, but the effects are worse.
And here comes the best part. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 Edge. The Edge.
Hey, The Edge.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Who's this?
This is Brianne.
Brianne, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good still. What's up?
Nothing. I'm calling for open phone.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, I want to talk about my fiance's workmate, I guess you could say, and what happened to him. It is funny. So he quit working over the wintertime, and his boss was calling him back to work for the summer, and he couldn't get a hold of him, so he starts calling his wife. And his wife just let us know exactly what happened. So he's going on Craigslist, and he's getting an escort on Craigslist, and then going back on Craigslist with the escort to find a couple to swing. Wow,
that's a double slut move.
That is a double man slut move.
Yeah.
So hold it.
Yes, it is.
Let me recap. You go over to a friend's house, and she informs you that her husband.
Yes, my fiance's boss tried to get him to come back to work, and he couldn't get a hold of him, so he called his wife. And his wife is now getting a divorce from him because
of his Craigslist stuff?
Yeah, he's finding other women on Craigslist, and then he's going and finding couples. And his wife was a lesbian prior to this.
His wife was a lesbian before that?
Yeah.
Oh, she's going back.
And then went straight for him. And she said, like, if I would have stayed home all day to sleep with him. And he's going off and finding.
So you get the hooker, you get the escort.
It is
so
a
you
good
pay
move.
for that.
Pretty
and then
cheap.
you get to go with and get another woman for free. Because you only pay for the one to get the two.
It's like a 2-for-1.
You just got to deal with another wiener in the room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just the only drawback is the other dong.
wiener.
Ooh, a dong.
Yeah. And then he likes the other couple. I know. I was so
Do you know what I got?
too.
It's like I'm talking to my neighbor. Can you believe what happened to them? The part that I like about it is the fact that he knew he didn't want to do it with his wife, or his wife wouldn't do it with him. So he went out and then convinced her that they could go to Craigslist and do some funky business. It's like a 3-for-1 almost.
Well, I wonder if she wants to get charged. I wonder if he has to pay actually the 3-for-1, knowing that 2 other people are going to be involved, or if she was just game, give me the one and we'll get other people.
I'm not sure how it works, but I can tell you the quality of babes on Craigslist, it probably wasn't that expensive to begin with.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, that's horrible. I don't even want to imagine what he was thinking of, or what kind of girls he was getting, or what was going on. I don't even want to bother with that.
Oh, no, you didn't. No.
You didn't.
Oh, no. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that.
Have a great day. At The Edge.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
This is Carl.
What's up, Carl? You hot?
Yes, I am.
Hot Carl. What's happening, Hot Carl?
Here.
Not much.
This is the guy. This is the guy. This is Hot Carl.
Named after.
We've been waiting to meet you for years.
Well, we've talked a couple times before, so.
Okay, dude. What's up?
Did you guys hear about the new Joe Travolta movie?
Here we go.
Saturday night, no beaver. I heard that one this weekend.
Throwback Urban Cowboy.
He loves it.
Bam! Hi, The Edge. Boom.
I got money.
Hey, Jack. What's up,
Jack, buddy?
This is not Jack. This is Prince Charles.
Hello, Prince Charles. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. I welcome myself to Canada today. Very excited. I drive a TTC bus.
What an accent. Yeah.
I like your accent, Prince Charles.
Thank you. We are very worthy.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy is Prince Charles called our show.
Yeah.
That's a very popular show.
So, Prince Charles, did you enjoy meeting Rob Ford yesterday?
He tried to eat all my... I have a British snack. I forget what it's called, but he's trying to eat it all the time. It's a special English cookie.
He tried to eat all the English cookies?
Yes, I have to put Camilla in front of me to get him away a little.
How do you say her name?
That's a Camilla.
Yep, that's it.
That's very beautiful.
Oh, well. Looks like Dean left a note here. Play these best ofs while we're gone, you stupid I think we all get the point. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Talking about this book that's giving chicks swimwear underpants.
50 Shades of Grey.
And depending on if two guys read it,
50 Shades of Brown.
To be honest, it's 50 Shades of Brown for the women, too.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a lot of talk of that in there.
Yeah,
There's a
I
lot
skipped
of talk
ahead.
of the tradesman's entrance.
I've been reading the book, and I'm a very slow reader, Dean. I do about a page a night.
It's got to interest you.
Yeah. And last night I decided to skip ahead to some of the great parts, and I know that hasn't Uncle D found somehow?
Strangely enough, yes, he does. Do we have some music here? Thank you very much, Drughead. Uncle D?
Yeah. All right.
Some excerpts of 50 Shades of Grey read by Uncle D.
Yeah. Suddenly, he sits up and tugs my gotchas off and throws them on the floor, pulling off his underoos. His dinky-doo springs free. Holy cow! He kneels up and pulls a sheepskin safe onto his considerable length. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, that was in the book.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
I don't know how that makes chicks hot. I don't
remember. I got another one. This will get you going.
Okay,
here.
Uncle D.
Here we go. It's a little longer.
50 Shades of Grey. And if you haven't noticed, he's replaced some language with some more digestible language, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Go ahead, baby.
Yeah. He leans down and kisses me, his fingers still moving rhythmically inside my magic muffin. His thumb circling and pressing. His other hand scoops my hair off my head and holds my head in place. His tongue mirrors the action of his fingers, like claiming me. That's actually the real words of the book. That's not me.
That book just got nerdy.
Yeah, my legs begin to stiffen as I push against his hand. His bits and pieces, his hand. So I'm brought back from the brink. I have an instant hysterical paroxysm again and again and again, falling apart beneath him. Then I'm building again. I crescendo anew, calling out his name. Calling out his name.
Uncle D!
Timed that perfectly with the music too, bud. Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey. It doesn't have the same kind of horny ring to it when an old man reads it.
No.
Though. Probably wouldn't get the chicks already.
No, especially nobody calls it a sheepskin safe anymore.
You've done one of those, have you?
Oh yeah, a real sheep one too.
Used it on a sheep? What?
No, that's
sorry,
what
okay.
they're made of them.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
The only one complaining is the sheep.
He's not Greek.
There's a lot of filthiness in there. The guy puts his dinky doo in places you wouldn't believe.
In the movie?
Oh,
in the book?
The book, sure.
Back, front, middle, side.
No, there's only one place to put it in, isn't there?
You're getting old, bud.
What do you mean?
Well, you can do
You
that.
mean you can put it?
Yeah. Everyone.
The hiney? That's weird. You're weird.
The best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge. Hold it. Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
Hey, how about that guy in his Kindness of America tour getting shot in a drive-by?
7 miles in?
Yeah. That was awesome.
Look how kind America. Bam!
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, but I got to mention it. Some
Yeah.
dude was in West Virginia, 7 miles away after he started Kindness of America tour, where he was going to walk across America and write memoirs on how kind people in America really are. Not anymore, because he got shot by a passerby yesterday for no reason. The guy just pulls up in a maroon truck. What you doing? Walking across America to show everybody how kind. Boom! And he just drove off.
You just changed the title now to the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, how kind America isn't.
Yeah. A-holes in America. A hospital has apologized to a woman who removed part of her jaw after being wrongly diagnosed with mouth cancer.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
I'm so glad they apologized.
There's a couple things you want to get right. It's your prescription and your surgery. You know what I mean? The misdiagnosis happened after a laboratory worker at MedLab Dental, part of some hospital, dropped 2 samples on the floor and mixed them up. As a result, 63-year-old patient wrongly diagnosed with mouth cancer had the right side of her upper jaw removed. An area on the woman's lower leg where the bone and blood vessels were taken to reconstruct her jaw became infected, and she had trouble walking. Even better.
What was she actually in for, I wonder?
She was just
Checkup?
No. She was in because she had an abscessed tooth, but they mixed up the samples of the blood work, right? So they were supposed to just go and do her abscessed tooth. She goes in there and she was. They took her jaw out and then cut a piece of her leg. The best part was when she woke up. The look on her face was priceless.
What are you doing?
Man, you see the look on your face. The woman said she couldn't understand for the life of her how people get the samples mixed up. An oral surgeon said he couldn't believe it either. The doctors at the university, quote, truthfully and honestly apologized for the mix-up in hopes it would help the woman calm down. You can't apologize for taking someone's jaw off by mistake.
Doesn't work that way.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, well, listen here. We're really sorry. Thank you for accepting our apology, man.
Thank you. Thank you. And a weird lawsuit. A dude from Colorado says he was badly burned by a urinal in an Arby's restaurant. The lawsuit lists the victim, Kenneth DeJoy, claims he was utilizing the urinal in the men's washroom. Why can't you just write something like he was taking a piss?
Makes sense to me.
He was taking a piss when it caused a jet of steam to shoot forth from the urinal and burn his genitals.
Really?
I think he wants us to believe he's got a massive hog.
I know. It was like grazing the bowl a little bit. Yeah.
Maybe he's doing this to pick up. I don't know. DeJoy claims he reported the incident to an employee. Recording the lawsuit said, "We have that bathroom problem again. This happens when the sink in the kitchen is running." The lawsuit claims DeJoy is seeking damages for financial losses and not being able to have sex with his wife for 3 weeks. Said it hurt too much for 3 weeks. Spokesperson of the company issued a statement saying, "We want to reassure our customers we are being committed to providing quality food." I don't think they're concerned about the food.
No.
Hey, but our food's good. You might burn your wiener here, but the food's good. Since this matter is in litigation, apparently they can't provide many more details according to the people at Arby's, but I find it odd that I've peed in a million urinals.
Never.
Other than accidentally touching my my bag sack to the side of the porcelain. It's as bad as it's gotten. And then you know what you do after that, right? You go straight home. Like I'm just going home now to wash this thing.
The worst if you're doing a number 2 and it like touches the bowl a little bit. That is the worst feeling in the world.
Right in the front.
Yeah, you're like, oh no.
I know, I'm dangling in the water a little bit.
Yeah. Or you teabag the water with your nards.
It's the worst. So sometimes the wiener goes all the way in there too.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tough. Those are your edge files. That's what I said.
I know. We're huge ladies. Okay.
Those are your edge files for whatever the hell day it is in July, the year 2012.
The Edge Files on 102.1 The Edge.
Best of. Get your best of right here. This is the best of the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Todd is outside because, as we know, Todd, what happens when you bring superhero merchandise downtown Toronto? It's like a wiener magnet.
First off, it's Scatman.
Hi, Scatman.
I'm Scatman.
Okay, now, Todd, we've got a whole bunch of superheroes outside. We've got 2 Batman zone. I'd like you to see if you can get those 2 guys together to see who the poser
hey,
is.
Batman.
Get over
Come
here.
Batman. Are you Batman? Or are you Batman? There's 2 Batmans.
Okay, go talk to the Batman with the goatee first.
Okay, first off, very similar outfits.
Yes.
I just want to point that out.
Hey, dude, they must have similar moms that made them.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, wow, that's, this is, wow. So, who are you, sir?
I'm Toronto Batman.
Did you hear that, Dean?
He's the Toronto Batman, the guy you've seen on YouTube.
He's got fans.
Yeah.
You had me on the show.
Hey, Dino, Batman spits. Okay.
Hey, see if the other one doesn't.
Okay, and who are you, sir?
I'm just a fan of Batman.
Oh, you guys. Oh! Really? So both of these guys are just the fans of Batman, right?
Oh, this guy, like, one's Toronto Batman. One's at least just admitting the fact that he's a fan of Batman. Are you a fan of Toronto Batman?
He's pretty cool.
Toronto Batman, do you like goatee Batman?
Yeah. I have a show on Friday with.
Batman's doing plugs.
No, not anymore because I just took it out.
Oh, you took it out? I think it's fun. Okay. So, we delayed it. Yeah. No one heard. Okay.
I tell him, just joking.
No, we're just joking.
No, I'm not. I didn't. I took it out. Yeah. No, don't say I did.
Video too.
Okay, all right. So let me ask: do these guys, are they paid to be here, or are they just?
Are you guys now? Are you a super fan, or are you paid to be here?
I'm a super fan.
And so when you see this car, does it give you an erection?
It's pretty awesome.
I would say that's a yes. Hey, ask him if he's scoped out the tailpipe yet.
Have you scoped out the tailpipe yet?
Man.
He
likes the headlights, does he?
It's pretty funny.
All right.
I don't know if it has headlights.
What about the other guy?
And now Toronto Batman, seriously, is this a dream come true for you to see the actual Batmobile here?
I was in it yesterday. Yeah, take that one to the bank. Okay? And I got in it, inside, and I got to rev up the engine. That's what I get to do.
He's talking about the car.
Hey, Toronto Batman, I did that to your mom.
My parents are dead.
Good one, Batman. That was a good one. Batman's funny. Yeah. You want to talk to Robin?
And no.
Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, no one. He's like, he even said no one wants to talk to Robin.
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1 The Edge.